What's up, everybody? My name is DJ SKD. I'm here to do a video on the repair and maintenance of a Vci-300 made by Vestex. You can probably see some of my other videos, me using the Vestex 300, Vci-300. It's a great controller, great DJ controller. A lot of people like to ask if it's replaced my turntable setup. No, I mean it's not. I don't think it's that's not its purpose, to replace turntables. Just made for DJs to make things a little bit easier, a little bit lighter, a little more compact. Anyways, people have had problems. I've had problems with the Vci-300, mainly with these touch platters, sensitive platters. They tend to screw up. Sometimes not receiving, the input of your touch, and or miscommunicating what you're trying to do. I'm going to show you the two ways to fix those two major problems. You do have to have a little bit of knowledge of electronics, taking apart. Just be organized when you do this. But over here I already have Vci-300 taken apart. This is the back side of the Vci-300. All it pretty much is a bottom cover there that holds your microphone input, headphone input, just a little case that falls off. This is what the other side looks like. So the first problem that you might have is that your touch sensitive platter goes out completely. Now the main culprit of that would be this right here. This is the back side of the Vci-300. You can see it's just upside down. Right here is the touch sensor level adjustment. Now what these essentially are is something called a potentiometer or a variable resistor. They're basically like little dials, kind of like the dimmer switches you have in your house, except on a really small scale. As you can see, the right one is stock, so the original one, the one on the right here, I'm sorry, on the left here is, I can't really see it in there, but I've replaced it. And it's not too hard to replace these. All it is 3 terminals that you desolder, and you can go to Radio Shack. That's actually where I went, or you can get offline. The potentiometer has a number on there. It says 103. Basically it has to do with the resistance of the potentiometer, the range of the potentiometer. So if you want to just Google variable resistor 103 or whatever, you can come up with something close enough to replace that potentiometer with. Anyways, so that's basically the only time you need to do that is when your Vci-300 platter is not responsive to touch whatsoever. Now the second culprit, maybe your Vci-300 is just kind of screwing up. You're putting your hand on the platter, grabbing a beat, trying to scratch it back and forth, and you're losing accuracy. It's even though your hand's on the platter, it tends to think that you're releasing, even though you're not. Now the culprit of that would be why I'm actually taking apart my Vci-300 right now. I've had this unit for about a year. They require some cleaning. They don't tell you that on the Vestex website. They're not going to tell you to go crack open your Vestex Vci-300 and do this. But say you don't want to send your unit out for 3.5 months or to 6 months, who knows how long, you can do it yourself. It's not that hard. So over here is this is the real key to the touch sensitive platter of the Vci-300. So if you were to take off your platter, it's 3 screws right there, and get behind the actual Vci-300, you can see right there is the front faders and everything. This is what you're going to come across. Right there, as you can see, I've taken this thing off apart, and it's just 4 bolts, and it comes right out. So this is what it is. Behind here, you can see inside of here, I've already done this side and cleaned it. Inside of here, though, there's that little pole. It's kind of floating around, that little plastic thing. Inside of there, there's actually a terminal that rides along this little golden wheel, and that terminal gets dirty. It's greased up for lubrication for it to spin, but that grease also attracts a lot of dust, and that dust gets in there, and that's when you get problems with the sensitivity. It's not getting a proper ground. So all you have to do is take these 4 bolts off here, get behind here, clean the shaft that this gold is behind this gold wheel here, and you're good. And put it all back together, and your Vci-300 should be like new again. As long as you keep up with the maintenance on cleaning that terminal, you shouldn't have any problems for a long time to come, and you should be able to do numerous gigs with your Vci-300. So all you people out there on YouTube and all the other DJ blogs and what have you, I think this is one of the first videos I've seen of someone saying, talking about repairing these things. And don't be afraid to take it apart. It's a pretty simple MIDI controller. Yeah, so good luck. If hopefully some of you DJs out there are using the Vci-300 and looking for some answers, hopefully this should help. Once again, my name's DJ SKD, and you can also check out some of my videos of me using the Vci-300 on my channel. So good luck, and take care.